go through the toolbox. See me. So I've got nothing for birthdays this week. I've got some anniversaries. So Romero Samitoy, you're come up for your 18 years. So round of applause for Romero. And Rolando Paradella.
Romy and Bob.
Bob, both 18 years. So well done to both of those guys. Switching incidents, so obviously our previous best was 869 days. We're currently sitting at 355 days, so we're getting up there. Yeah, we'll almost hit a year, so well done, guys. Just got some hazards and DSD misses, so only got 3 for this week. So this one was put in by Richo, so snapped at AirCT, grazing concrete barrier. So we're going to start doing each week, guys. We're just going to go around the group and get sort of gauge ideas of how we could have avoided it, what we think we could do better, things the guys in the office can implement to stop these things from happening. So we'll start on the first one. So obviously AirCT, everyone knows they stick out from the trucks. They can get caught on things and get ripped off. So anyone got any ideas on how we could have avoided it or what we could have done? Don't know the full story, just sounds like it was grazed on a concrete barrier as they were driving past it.
I think he got he had lost cars around him.
Yeah.
And was trying to maneuver around them because they were.
Do we have a spotter or anything out while he was driving?
A spotter outside while he
Yeah,
was driving.
watching him drive through. Yeah, so that's probably one thing I think we could have had in place to
What, like somebody get out?
like watching him drive through, telling him if he was going to clip something or.
He wasn't driving at speed. But all the cars just kind of,
Yeah,
there
there
was
was
some cars
stations
around.
moving through those cars, so I think it was clear at the start, and then he got wedged in by people who didn't really know how to drive. So
So there's a lot of factors involved. But again, yeah, is there anything anyone else can sort of think of that we could have used to mitigate it?
Cameras all around.
Cameras.
Truck cameras everywhere.
Yeah. I'll just keep an eye out, guys. Everyone knows that they are an item that it's out on the edge of the trucks. There's a chance they're going to get caught up on stuff. So and again, you rip that off. Don't get to it in time. You're going to lose a lot of air out of your tyres, which could potentially wreck your day. Second one I've got here. This one was put in by Willie. So sounds like they were out on site carrying out some work in a transformer. Inside the transformer, it was noticed that the floor was broken and dusty, and sounds like there was shards of some sort of material on the ground. Sounds like the crews on site identified it as potentially being asbestos. A call was made to the senior sort of person running the job, and they advised the guys to just spray it with water. Obviously crews weren't happy to do that and continue working, so I think it was asked to be tested, and then obviously the work didn't go ahead because we couldn't get the results in time. So with that one, guys, has everyone seen the spreadsheet that we've got? So if you do come across asbestos and what the protocols are, has everyone seen that?
Everybody should have the flow chart in your truck. If it's not metal or wood, it's asbestos. Now there, if it's fibre or cement, just treat it as asbestos. We'll get it tested. Don't take the risk. Don't spray it down. Don't do any of that. Just if you think it's asbestos, stop work. Contact your leader. In here, we'll try to identify it before we get out there, but don't mess around with it.
You do have your kits, or you should all have a kit on your truck, which will contain a sperm suit, mask, gloves, everything required to take a sample of that so that we can get it tested, and then obviously when we go back out to site we'll make sure it's all tidied up and everything's been removed. So does everyone have those kits on their trucks? Not many nods going on.
If you don't see Damien, we've got some spare kits.
It's in the toolbox today.
It was something to do with cable vault. So he was in the vault, they went into the vault and they found some asbestos shavings, what they thought were asbestos shavings, they still could be. The leader said they weren't working on it, they were working near it. The leader said just spray it down, continue work. They weren't comfortable, they stopped work, we got it tested, we're waiting for the results. So they did the right thing. If you're not comfortable, don't do it. we're not ever going to make you work on that sort of stuff or be near it. Obviously, we can't pick up all of it. Cable fault. I went out there, isolated it, located it, ended up where it was. Leaders didn't go out there and check in that pit and that valve. That might happen. That's why we get the flow chart to stop, identify it, raise it, stop work, we get it tested. No job's too important. So yeah.
We did it, talked about the safety meeting recently. We talked about it so much, so
Just stop,
Spot.
guys. Run through the flow chart.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, no one's expected to work with that stuff. We all know what it's capable of. Yeah, we'll run through the procedure. We'll get it tested. We'll get it cleaned up, and we'll get everyone back out there when it's safe to do so.
If you haven't got the flow chart on the truck, we'll go print it off, or if you're not aware of it, find it in your truck and read it.
Alright, we'll move on from that one. And the last one I've got, it's another excavation one. So this one was chucked in by Des. So they were out on site excavating a hole. They started to realise that the edge of the hole was beginning to collapse. It gradually got worse to the point where the guys had to get out of the trench. They tried to stop the side of the trench collapsing, but as they did so, it fell in the hole. Ended up breaking a Telstra conduit. It was noticed that there were some fibre cables inside that Telstra conduit. Crews notified the telco repair company that there may be some potential damage on the line. They've repaired the conduit and everything carried on smoothly. But yeah, just take note on, you know, good pick up for the guys on site. Noticed that the ground was collapsing. Could have been worse. Could have had someone in the trench bent over and had a huge amount of dirt smack them in the back of the head. So good pick up by them. But again, yeah, we sort of didn't come out of it incident free. We ended up breaking the Telstra conduit. So just keep vigilant, guys. Just, you know, every scoop, check them out, make sure things are staying stable. If they're not, yeah, stop immediately and try and rectify and make it safe. Alright, I'll just touch on that one. Is anything here, anyone here think you guys could have done anything different to try and avoid that?
Step the trash down. Just step it down.
Yeah, where you can, yeah.
Run some shoring.
Yeah. Anyone else? No. Yeah, just keep an eye on that sort of stuff, guys. Go to some safety alerts and events. So this one is S&C inverted fuse end fitting. So this one was Chris.
Yeah, so 17th of September, reported that some lines people were unable to open a boric acid fuse in an inverted fuse base. There had previously been a report of the same thing, so an investigation was launched. It was found that the torsion spring, if it's not sitting in the groove and it's too far out of that, it won't open the latch, causing the fuse to come stuck. It doesn't affect actual fault operation. So yeah, they've checked stores and put a bunch as defective. I'm sure we'll check ours at the back and make sure that all of ours are good. And yeah, any defective ones would be sent back to stores. So yeah, if you see one out on your trucks or whatever where the spring's not sitting in the groove, bring it back in and tag it out.
Cool, thanks, Chris. Ryan, you've got.
Yep, so it's just a work practices bulletin on a review of a work instruction for pulling grips, so when we're stringing. Most of it's for guys in the office or who's purchasing, but for you guys in the field, everything we have here is compliant. It's from one of the provided suppliers, Specialised Force, and we've got everything colour coded, and there's a nice chart in where the pulling grips are for what size conductors. It covers, it's written down pretty much everything you would come across for what we're holding new stuff and the old stuff. If you're not sure, it also has the diameters for which grip you can do for what size conductor. Also got some new laminated stuff I'll put in there as well for the grips we have, what they're called, so just in case the colour coding does come off. It's got it written on here what the model number is, and also just to add to it for our rope and what its pulling strength is, and also our socks, our swivels and our quick grips. Alright, so I'll laminate the work instruction as well and put that in there with all the grips. If you are unsure, so you can, it's got a QR code there, we'll bring up all the stuff, but everything you need, you should be able to find on the other stuff if you know already. Oh, that's it.
Cool, thanks, Ryan. Last one is just got something to touch on. You know, if we come across bats that have hooked themselves up and
So
you
just,
dispose.
Environmental bulletin for it's forecasted that this March will bring an increase in flying fox related outages due to increased numbers in bat colonies located in the Adelaide Parklands and near Millicent. There's no health safety risk to humans unless you get scratched or bitten. If that occurs, there's a treatment here. Thoroughly wash for 5 minutes the wound immediately with soap and water. Apply antiseptic solution such as povidone, iodine or betadine and alcohol. Seek immediate medical attention. If given soon enough after the exposure, rabies, immunoglobulin, a solution containing human antibodies specific for rabies that is made from blood products and rabies vaccine can prevent development of the infection. There's a lot of numbers on this, just be pinned up on the safety board out the back, so if you've got any further questions, yeah, it's on the safety board.
Trees. Looks like we've finally found a tool rack that will be suitable for the trucks, so I'm going to pass this around. Can you let myself, Nick or Damien know if you would like one for your truck, and we can arrange to get those organised. So I'll just pass it around, have a look, see if it's going to work for what you're sort of trying to do with it. And yeah, like I said, just get back to myself, Nick or Damo. We can order a few and get them sent in.
Yeah, especially for London.
Also a reminder for mobile speed detection cameras. They're live now, alright, so anyone caught, you're going to face the full penalties, and I'd say you'd be having a chat with Cam and Rancy and Tweeny in here if you do get caught. There is one out on that main highway out there, so just there's no reason to be using your phones, guys. If you have to take a phone call, pull over, turn the truck off or vehicle and take your call or make your call. But yeah, just be vigilant, don't get caught, alright? I think the fine is $556 fine, plus $102 victims of crime levy and 3 demerit points, alright? So it's going to hit you pretty hard. Just a reminder that all asbestos kits are available in the dungeon for the public lighting crews and for the distro crews. So just let us know if you check your truck and you've realised that it's low or you don't have one or it's been used and hasn't been replaced. Just let us know and we can get that replaced for you. Also, PPE. Obviously, we all should be wearing the new PPE now, which is long longs. It just refers, the business is heading in a direction. We want everyone looking neat. We want everyone looking the same. Goes for boots as well. We've had a couple of incidents on the site where guys have been picked up and their boots have been sort of unzipped and not done up. It's a safety hazard, alright? That's the whole idea around PPE is to keep you safe. So you can just make sure sleeves are rolled down, boots are done up. When you're switching, make sure your buttons are all done up. And we shouldn't have any issues, alright? So, I don't know if you want to talk about this one, Seamus, just saying that we are pleased to announce that the PAE is now completed. Is there anything you want to touch on with that?
Yeah, just we got completed probably a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So good effort on everyone's behalf on that side.
Cam, did you want to touch on the Good Thanks program?
You said to keep on reminding in the toolbox. That was your email.
Yes. So just in the toolbox, especially initially, just to keep everyone thinking about it, so we actually put some nominations in. I've seen one already, which is pretty cool. It was actually from another department nominating someone in this effort, which is awesome. There's the other stuff up to posters around. The button's one on the door over there, so it's really quick and easy. You just QR code on. So yeah, it's just been a toolbox the next few weeks, just basically to keep everyone mindful.
Cool. And Seamus, just wanted to touch on the new SAP codes for the public lighting guys.
So, bit of history with the SLO program mainly is as things have developed, there's new laws coming in, so they've updated the list. on Click, and I've also updated a couple of other lists on Click as well, so we can capture the data a little bit more effectively. If anyone's got any questions, I'll have this to hand, and I'll stick it up on one of the boards as well.
Thanks, Damo. Quickly go around the rooms. Anyone got anything they want to bring up, talk about?
I've got something. So you see some new faces. We've got the service stream guys. We inducted 6 of them yesterday. So we've got Tommy, James, Ian, Ryan, Craig and Duncan. So you'll see them floating around. They're going to do some SLO work and some other bits and pieces for us. So make them feel welcome. Get around them. I think a lot of the people here would recognise them, but there'll be a few more floating around. So say good day.
Building a multi-story.
They might be recording here every morning. Yes, spill out onto the street and into the car park.
Shuttle bus everyone here. I'm not sure. I wouldn't park in the TAFE.
Well, let's feel like in April.
Yeah, we'll have to think about it, I think, and try and come up with a plan. Ryan?
Yeah, just back on the PPC, it's also going to be fit for purpose to switching, so no holes, no tears, no grease stains. So if you're switching in it, it's non-compliant. So either have a spare set on you, get it replaced if required, right?
Is it easy enough to do that? Just replace it as required?
I've been told it has been, yes. Yeah, because it is required for switching, just like your overalls, which is covering grease and stuff like that. It's definitely switching.
If there is a standard that's in draft at the moment, it's going to be registered with the same. The change of this new PPCs, like historically was sort of, every year you go and get 5 shirts or 2 pants, whatever it is. Now it is, you've got a shirt with a ribbon or whatever, bring it in, South Australia. All the ones will be named back on those.
It goes for fading as well. But the shirt gets faded, it's to replace.
So yeah, as a required basis, basically. Can't see it. Do it.
Round the room, keep going round, get this sorted. Anyone else?
Yeah, but thanks everyone for doing a good job cleaning out the cage document for what's been taken out of the cage. The materials, that's been really helpful. Big improvement there, so thanks everyone.
Friday prior to the long weekend, want to get all the rotors out and put them in front of your trucks. I'll let you go know again next week so they can get tested. All the ones are coming in to test everything. So they're all out in front of the vehicles on that Friday afternoon.
Not this Friday, probably.
Yeah, that's it. So they'll come in on our RDO, which is the Tuesday, and they'll do it then.
We'll get something out there,
Yeah.
Julia or someone to send out a depot-wide email, just reminding everyone. Alright.
One more, everyone, the label maker can't find it, so someone said my test is room for it.
Mike Richards. Sorry, Daily Others Are.
This is the language instructor.
Oh, he's lost it. Might be back.
Alright, has anyone got anything else? We're good? Barrett, you got anything, Barrett? Alright guys, have a safe rest of the week.
Yeah.